and this man has stopped me and he won't tell me why. I would like to know why I'm being stopped. Is this right? We all did the same thing? We signed up, right? Hello? Anybody here?
Yeah, signed up.
We want to learn about Saudi Arabia. Signed up for this. This is, excuse me, I'd like to go in too, so I'd like to know why you're being let in and I'm not being let in. Well, there has to be some explanation.
Okay, let these
about
people
why.
in first, and then we'll give you an explanation.
No, I want to know why they can come in and I can't come in.
I'll explain to you.
Well, you better explain it to me right now.
Because this is foreign territory.
Why don't they want me in here? What is the past? What is that? Excuse me. All right, you students, you're here to learn about Saudi Arabia. You're learning right here. They don't let people in who might want to have a different point of view here, who might want to talk about what Saudi Arabia is doing in Yemen right now. They don't want to let anybody in who might want to say, stop the largest catastrophe in the world right now that's happening to children in Yemen. They might not want you to hear that we are selling bombs to them. How can I be under arrest? I signed up for this. I'm being told I'm under arrest now.
Why is she under arrest?
I signed up. They will not tell me why.
You can't arrest her for standing up for American principles.
They are worried about what is happening in Yemen, and that so we might.
This is American soil.
Shame on the Saudi embassy for what you are doing in Yemen. Shame on the students for not questioning. Shame on the Saudi government for what you're doing in Yemen, causing the largest catastrophe in the world, where there is a blockade keeping medicine and food away from dying children. If you are arresting me, you're arresting the wrong people. Under arrest should be the Saudi regime for the destruction it is causing in Yemen.
Amen.
For the destruction it's causing to the children in Yemen. Look at these pictures. What is happening to these children in Yemen by the blockade that's keeping out food and medicines? Shame on Saudi Arabia. Shame on the United States for selling weapons to Saudi Arabia. I'm a mother and a grandmother. It pains me to see these pictures of these children who are dying because of the Saudi bombing and the Saudi blockade. What kind of human beings are we that would allow this to happen to people? How can we allow the Saudis to continue to kill children every single day, keeping out food and medicines, bombing the infrastructure, causing the largest outbreak of cholera in modern history, with 900,000 people facing cholera.
It doesn't matter.
This is an event that I signed up for, that American University has organized, that students are here to learn about Saudi Arabia. And I'm being arrested because they thought that perhaps during the tour I might want to say something about the reality of Saudi Arabia today. I'm causing a problem because you didn't let me inside. Because you preemptively thought I might cause a problem. Can I have a picture of that? Hey Gail, can I have a picture of that child? Because I want to say that this is what's happening. This is why people have to learn about what Saudi Arabia is really doing. I'm a mother and a grandmother. Do you like seeing these pictures? And that the people who are representing Saudi Arabia are the ones who are causing this to happen. So shame on Saudi Arabia for destroying the lives of hundreds of thousands of children in Yemen, not only by a bombing campaign that's destroyed the infrastructure, but by a blockade that's stopping food and medicines from getting in. That the World Food Program says now 300,000 children will die if this blockade is not lifted right away. And now they're too embarrassed to even arrest me because they don't want people to know.
Usually it's there.
What this regime is doing. Are you trying to get inside here? It's blocked from anybody who has any opinions other than, yeah.
got some more people.
I'm with the group as well.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not because I'm holding a sign.
No, you're not because
War on the
Because I signed up for the same thing.
Shame on Saudi Arabia. Shame
I'm
on
an
the
AU
US.
student.
War criminals! War criminals! Shame on Saudi Arabia, shame on you for guarding Saudi Arabia and not letting people inside who might have a different perspective on what Saudi Arabia is all about, who might not want to paint this beautiful picture of modernization by the Crown Prince. It's not modernization. It is a power grab inside Saudi Arabia. So this 132-year-old Crown Prince can have all the control over the oil and over the Ministry of Defense so they can keep destroying the people of Yemen. Oh, and now we'll get the security to go after us, instead of going after the real criminals who are destroying the lives of so many children in Yemen. We are just people who care about other people around the world. That's why we do this. It's not out of any ideological perspective. It's out of care for human beings. They're
group leader.
we are all leaders. And we are all people who
let me
care.
explain something to you right now,
Yeah.
okay? You're blocking the entranceway.
We tried to get in and we registered.
Well, let me explain this to you. That's against the law, all right? So I'm gonna start issuing out warnings, and whoever's still,
What do you issue?
you're blocking the entrance to the embassy. You understand? That's fine.
Here, well, anybody can
I'm
enter.
gonna explain
If
this
they
to
want to enter the stand of iniquity, they are afraid to enter right here.
I'm gonna explain this to you guys right now, all right? When I issue out these warnings, if you're still in this entranceway, you will be arrested.
We're not in the
You
entrance.
understand?
for them?
Whatever you say is fine. I'm trying to explain to you the law, man.
Well, this is the law too. You're not allowed to bomb people,
That's fine.
innocent civilians,
Yeah, I understand
with
what
our money,
I understand
our
what you're
bombs,
saying.
our guns.
We
We're
have
the
not
ones
blocked
doing
anyone
it.
from entering. We're handing out information.
They actually
We're
blocked
raising
us
attention
from entering.
for what is happening. All we're doing is raising attention.
Shame!
And if you want to arrest
So we have
anybody,
about
you
10 to
should arrest
15
the Saudi
Using
representatives,
to
who are the ones who are fighting.
We moved out of the way, buddy. Come on. Are we in the way? Are we in the
You're gonna
way?
have to get up there on the
I'm on
sidewalk.
the sidewalk.
We're not.
The only one blocking
Okay, this
anything
is.
is you.
Yeah, you're the one who's blocking the
I'm not
entrance.
blocking
sir.
anything.
I'm
Yes,
not-
you are. You're
Look,
part of
You
the
want to be
middle.
difficult, don't you?
A car
I'm
came.
just arguing
You don't
First
wanna go to
Amendment
jail.
rights, sir.
I'm
You
not
know.
going to speak anymore. I'm trying to tell this.
Hey, David.
We are here outside of the Saudi embassy in D.C. protesting the blockade that Saudi Arabia has imposed on Yemen.
Stop killing children. Stop killing
Thousands
children.
and thousands of children have died as a result of the Saudi bombing
Stop killing
and the
children.
prevention of aid like medicine and food from entering the country.
So just so you know, our tax dollars are paying for Homeland Security to protect Saudi Arabia.
Starting in the new year.
Stop killing children.
That's about the only
From Yemen to Palestine, killing children is a crime. From Yemen to Palestine, killing children is a crime. From Yemen to
Palestine, killing children. From Yemen to Palestine, killing children is a crime. Killing in general is a crime. And the U.S. is feeding into this killing machine, this war machine, by supporting Saudi Arabia with aid and weapons deals. So the U.S. is complicit in these bombings.
This was a man-made famine.
Absolutely.
This is a man-made crisis.
Absolutely.
We are complicit if we do not protest. This was caused by U.S. bombs sold to Saudi Arabia. It's time to stand up and demand justice for these children who are starving in Yemen due to U.S. bombs.
Stop Saudi financing of Boko Haram. Stop Saudi financing the famine in Nigeria, in Yemen, in Somalia.
Really? Yeah. How's it going? I think we'll get a good turn. Well, by the way, one of our new members.
Stop U.S. weapons sales to Saudi Arabia. Great sign. We really need to stop spending our U.S. tax-paying dollars on Saudi Arabia since they're using it to kill children. Look at that poor child.
Killing children is a crime. From Yemen to Palestine, killing children is a crime. From Yemen to Palestine, killing children is a crime.
From Yemen.
Killing children is a crime. Killing children is a crime.
So it's possible that this child depicted here is suffering from cholera, from malnutrition, from diphtheria, many possibilities, because there's so many reasons for suffering right now in Saudi Arabia, or excuse me, in Yemen. But the bottom line is that Saudi Arabia is causing the suffering. They're not letting the medicine in, the aid in, the food in to help a child like this.
And they're doing it with U.S. money and U.S. support and U.S. weapons.
Stop starving children. Stop starving children. Stop starving children.
Stop starving children. Stop starving children.
Stop starving children. Stop starving children.
Stop starving children. Stop starving children.
Stop starving children. Stop starving children.
Did a lot of people
Stop starving children.
Stop starving your
But you know
children.
who I met?
Stop starving children.
At a house of
Food, not bombs. Food, not bombs. Food, not bombs.
Food, not bombs. Food, not bombs.
Food, not bombs. Food, not bombs.
So instead of letting food in and aid, Saudi Arabia is bombing Yemen.
Food, not bombs.
Food, not bombs. Food, not bombs.
Food, not bombs.
Food, not bombs. Food, not bombs.
person that was there and I made good friends with is the co-director of Cooperation Jackson.
What do we want? To end the blockade.
Yeah, all right.
When do we want it? Now. What do we want?
End the blockade.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
End the blockade.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
End the blockade.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
End the blockade.
When do we want it?
Now.
They had a lot of indigenous people like
Genocide.
and from North Dakota. One or two, we could get that. Boy, he get cold.
Stop bombing Yemen! Stop bombing Yemen!
Stop bombing Yemen.
Stop bombing Yemen!
So as you can see, we have a pretty heavy police force here. They've been very difficult with us. At first, they wouldn't let Medea and I enter after we had paid to go to an event inside the embassy. They tried to arrest her. And then when that failed, they encouraged us to, or not encouraged us, they told us that if we did not stand on the sidewalk, that we would be arrested. So that we stood on the sidewalk, and then they told us we had to cross the street. So apparently, they're more concerned about our actions than the actions of the government inside the building that they are protecting.
Wait for medicine!
Let the medicine in. Let the medicine in.
Let the medicine in.
I mean, I don't mean everybody here. It doesn't mean everybody in Missy is right. But, you know, what they're doing.
Let the medicine in.
But I'm the let the medicine
Hold on 1 second. Hold up 1 second, please.
You're so selectively